PassCode have a brand new music video out for the song called Echoes. I don't know this song, I'm going to be honest with you, because it's brand new, but I am aware it might be off their latest release, so if you've already heard it, apologies. This is my first time hearing the song. I don't really know anything about it, but I will say the thumbnail looks unusually chilled and subdued for them, and I caught a little bit of a conversation with someone on my Discord, which is linked down below, of course, where they were saying that maybe it seemed like a little bit more of a chilled song. So maybe we're going to have a chilled song from PassCode. I'm not even I'm trying to work out what a chilled song from PassCode would even sound like. When was the last time I heard a chilled song from PassCode? Not really sure. So we're going to find out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're going to press play and I'm going to get my head blown off. But Echoes. It's even got a chilled sounding name. I am really intrigued to see where this is going to go. If it is a chilled out song, as I said, that conversation on my Discord was indicating, then yeah, I'm also interested to see how that plays with their sound. Obviously, we all know their sound is having that kind of digitized, very vocal effect kind of thing. And obviously, Emily, also, we know her mostly for doing Scream stuff. So I'm just really intrigued. Although Emily does have a beautiful singing voice as well. But this is just, I'm really intrigued to know how this plays against their sound. And guys, let me know if I've heard a chilled out PassCode song before. Remind me. Just one is not coming to my head right now. Let's do this. PassCode Echoes. I'm genuinely intrigued to see what this is going to be. Oh, here comes the sound. Oh, okay, 3/4 rhythm. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. I like that. It's got a bit of a swing to it. Okay, already it's different just for that rhythm more than the tone. Has got a bit of a Vocaloid feel to it, and I mean that in a good way. In with the beat. I'm loving that swing in 3/4. Yeah, this is just a big melody single, isn't it? It's not complicated, but it knows exactly what it's doing. You want to get your lighters out. So I was wondering how it would go with the vocal effect, but like I say, it's got that kind of charming Vocaloid sound, but combined with the different tones of their voices, each one of them adding something to it. Like any good melody, it's got those little notes that push and really make you want to bellow along with it. We are getting a melodic bridge as well. I am happy. We even get a key change at the end. Oh, they're on the beach. It's classic imagery. I didn't know what to expect because I was thinking to myself, okay, this is going to be like, oh, is it going to be like a chilled out passcode song? This wasn't just like a chilled out ballad song. This was, okay. It's not like the usual aggressive, we're going to like sort of make you jump and dance and we're going to shout and we're going to headbang. It's not that kind of thing. But what it is instead is still something very energetic, which I kind of feel like a passcode song. It needs to have a lot of energy because, I mean, apart from the fact that you've got like a girl band sound, you've got multiple vocalists, it's also using that kind of vocal effect and everything. You need a song that's kind of got a little bit of energy behind it, a little bit of a swing, some kind of force to carry it, because you don't want to just sort of leave that vocal isolated. It's got to be something which is at front and center of some kind of bigger sound. And in this particular case, all right, first things first, let's get just straight down into why this works. We come in and straight away we got that 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 4 3 over 4 rhythm, and don't get me, it's like the second most common type of rhythm basically there is. But still, we don't hear this enough in contemporary music. So immediately you get that and it's like, okay, this is different. And PassCode are usually a band. They will often cycle through time signatures, different rhythm styles like this inside their songs. But even then, just hearing a song that really focuses and where it's sort of core comfortable place where it starts and ends is with this 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 kind of swinging rhythm. That is not common, and immediately it sets you onto the feeling, okay, this song's doing something a bit different. And then we come in with that melodic verse, and in that first verse everything kind of drops away, and even the camera just lingers on this one scene. Okay, we get a little bit of moving from a close to a far shot, but it's basically this scene for a good few seconds. Oh, but actually before it switches, but it's like we got like her standing there, and it switches. It stays about a good few seconds, and a lot of these sort of long, lingering scenes, and it gives you a chance to really take it in. It's not kind of rushing you along as a passcode song usually does, and I say usually does to their credit, because that's one of the things when you look at the normal passcode songs, that's one of the things that you can really love about them, is that kind of roller coaster effect often referred to, where it's constantly taking you in all these twists and turns, and it's exciting to see what happens next. This song is more comfortable. It's just like, okay, we're gonna be swinging like this. We're gonna be singing a little melody. It's gonna get caught in your head, and we're gonna build it up, and we're gonna build it up, and then eventually we're gonna get to the chorus, and you're gonna want to sing along. And it's simple, but it works. You could almost say it's a classic tactic, but what's interesting is that it does seem to work well with the passcode sound. Now, I do get it. This is the kind of song where it probably will divide people for maybe a good reason. Because the arrangement is a bit more classic, and especially that swing kind of rhythm, you kind of think of it more sort of classic, old-timey kind of songs. It rightly or wrongly, it evokes those kind of thoughts, and you've got a song which is very much about simple melody. This is probably one of the songs where it's going to more highlight the discussion of, should passcode be using these vocoder effects? Wouldn't this just be nicer if they sung in their natural voices? I'm not really going to get into that, because I kind of actually, although there is a part of me that does want to just hear it in their natural voices, I also kind of respect passcodes for all of the wild experimental stuff they do with their music. They're actually quite consistent, at least with this point. They never back down from this point. It's like, that's our sound, that's the vocal sound we go for, and we stick to it. And I respect that. I respect them not flip-flopping on that. It does give them an identity. It makes them immediately recognizable. As I've mentioned before, there's a lot of fantastic vocoder music and stuff being created by incredible sort of upcoming songwriters and arrangers and producers that we're hearing coming up all over the internet, which is really exciting. And so in a way, it's like it's not like there isn't a precedent for exciting new songs coming up that have this kind of affected vocal. But yeah, I do get it. I do get that this is kind of in that middle ground where it's going to separate people. I would say though, if you're already a passcode fan, you're going to be fine with that. And I would ask people to be open-minded about it, because again, it's interesting. It's used as an effect. I think it's kind of cool. It doesn't mean it doesn't take anything away from their singing. It's just that's the sound they've chosen to go for. It's a little bit different, but different is good, especially when a group is consistent about it and it's like part of their identity and they use it well. So I do think that might be a barrier for some people, but for me, it was kind of just cool. I liked it. I liked the way it came together. It worked. I like hearing Emily singing as well, because even when they're using the vocoder, you can really tell the different tones of the voices of each member, especially in this song, actually, more than most. But again, it's a very melody focused song. I really loved how all four of them had their very unique tones of sort of voice, the thickness of their voice, their delivery was was recognizable, was separate, was different, and those extra colors added to making the song more interesting at the end, because of the way that they passed the vocals between each member, how they passed it on from one to the next to the next. It really, this song just has something very charming about it. It is very much within the passcode sound. It's going to appeal to some people. It's not going to appeal to other people, and I mean that from a production standpoint. But from a writing standpoint, it's very different from what we usually get from PassCode. I do think it works. I do think it's really quite charming. I've said recently of some of PassCode's singles that you can tell they're going for a more accessible sound than maybe they did back in the day. And this, again, plays towards that. But I don't think they've lost sight of themselves. Yeah, this is definitely the furthest from the normal PassCode style that we've been in a little while. But I like it. I think it's charming. I think it does work. I mean, if they entirely switch their career over to doing songs like this, I think it could sound a bit weird. But I don't think that's what they're doing. I think this is just a nice little melodic ballad they wanted to put out, and it's got a little bit of head banging. It's got a bit of ass kicking. It's got those like nice thick guitars in the background. This is charming. It's probably not going to win you over if you're not already a fan, but I think if you are a fan, it adds something nice and interesting to the discography of songs they've already put out. I think it adds another string to their bow, as I sometimes say. I thought this was cool. So as always, get in the comments. Tell me what you think, and until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these. For now, ciao, ciao. Oh shit, I didn't press the right button.